We have an update from the DOJ on the short seller probe that started in December 10. And as they're reporting a couple of days ago, this investigation so far has failed to actually prevent some of the short sellers to continue to use the same tactics that are precisely investigated at the moment. And it's kind of weird, right? It's kind of weird because the DOJ, it's really one of those instance having authority, and whenever you just heard about the name, you start to things are getting serious. But it doesn't seem like these companies are taking this seriously, because so far it's been kind of business as usual. Some of these research firm or hedge funds are still short-selling companies. And if you look at, for example, this one, Viceroy Research Group, a firm headed by British short seller Fraser Paring, has had the best performance of the group, with its short of Austrian technology company S&T AG published on December 16. The stock is down 26.5% since the report was released. S&T said it was analyzing the report, but that some of its information was based on outdated information. So it gives you another clue that this manipulation is still going on, and it goes on and on with, three more examples with a Canadian tech company, with a Chinese housing transactions company, and a cannabis company. So the Justice Department probe of short sellers is focusing on the relationship between the hedge funds and the activist research firms, and it's looking for evidence that they broke laws in coordinating trading or other activities, according to Bloomberg. At first reported by Two a year ago, some of these activist short sellers are given information by hedge funds and may get a cut of trading profits in what is called a balance sheet relationship. While there has been criticism of such arrangements, so far there have been no allegations that this is illegal, and the probe could go nowhere. One short seller called the investigation a fishing expedition. So this is kind of what I believe the short sellers are trying to give the impression that they are not fearing, that they don't see this coming as something serious, as something that will actually make them shift the strategy they are using, because so far nobody has called them and caught them red-handed and marked this as illegal. But the thing is, everybody on the street knows it's illegal. So I guess that the SEC didn't really actually have the tools to make sure they were doing what is right according to this, and that's why it escalated to the DOJ. But the DOJ is still working, so it is still very early. It's been 14 days now. It's been 2 weeks that the whole investigation started, but so far, if you look at Citron, for example, Citron Research is one of those companies that were still short selling GameStop and AMC back in 2020. So Left confirmed to Two that he had received a subpoena to provide trading information on a list of about 60 stocks, some of which he said he had not traded. AMC and GameStop are definitely included in those. Lev quit publishing activist short reports following the GameStop frenzy. He had been publicly short GameStop and lost money on the trade. So that's the key information, folks. He lost money on the trade until these guys cannot continue to lose money on the trade, on their strategies. I guess they will just continue to do whatever they've been doing so far, even with the investigation ongoing. All right. Sorry. And that's precisely why AMC and GameStop are still to squeeze really, really big, because these short sellers are still very active. And even though they are on the brink of losing a ton of money, it doesn't seem like they want to give the impression to the market that they are losing, even though that's the reality of things. But the DOJ is trying to make a point. It's trying to make a case. It's trying to make a case, and it might take some time for them to actually collect all the information, all the evidences they need to actually call this illegal, even though everybody knows it's illegal. And that's why I believe this is why it is taking the time it will take for the DOJ to do what it does, because they wouldn't start an investigation if they didn't think, there was something fish going on, and they want and they took it all across the board, not only with the short selling companies, the research firm publishing the short reports, but also the numerous amount of stocks involved into these supposedly illegal activities. So I guess it's just a matter of time before we get some more updates here, and we'll see how it goes.